doing well also. It's a good Thursday, and it's going to be good weather today. Of course, I call all weather good weather. It's good for something, you have to figure out what it's good for.
That is the point. Pero,
yeah. But today we're going to talk about excuses.
About what?
Excuses.
Oh, excuse me. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we make excuses for not doing things that we don't really want to do. So whenever I hear people talk about, if they give an excuse, that tells me you don't want to do it, or there's something that you think is more important.
Or you are afraid to do it.
Or you're afraid to do it. That's correct.
Uh-huh. Ok, el día de hoy vamos a hablar de las excusas. Dice, frecuentemente oigo a personas disculpándose porque no hicieron, poniendo razones por las que no hicieron cosas que tenían programadas, y que son cosas muy importantes, pero que por alguna razón no la quieren hacer, porque se distraen en otras cosas, porque creen que no es tan importante, o también porque tienen miedo de iniciarlas.
So if I said to you, hey, Lilia, Erica and I are going to Mexico City the first week in May, and we'd like to take you with us. We'll pay for the trip, and you can go with us. And you say, oh, no, I can't go because I don't have anyone to take care of my cat, and I've got the radio show.
No, wait a minute. I didn't say that. I want to go to Mexico City with you guys.
If you said that, what you'd be telling me is, I don't want to go to Mexico City, or I'm afraid to go to Mexico City, or my cat and my radio show are more important than taking that trip.
Él nos está dando un ejemplo. Dice, por ejemplo, suponte que nosotros te decimos, Lilia, Erika y yo vamos a ir a un viaje a la Ciudad de México, te queremos invitar, vas a ir con todos los gastos pagados. Y que yo contesto, oh, lo siento mucho, pero no puedo porque ¿con quién voy a dejar a mis gatos? O ¿quién se va a quedar con mi programa de radio? Tengo que estar en el programa de radio. Dice, pues con eso me estás diciendo, una, o que no quieres ir con nosotros, o dos, que todo lo que tienes, que tus gatos y tu programa de radio son muchísimo más importantes que mi propuesta de que vayas con nosotros a la Ciudad de México.
I remember when I was in high school, my teacher in the 10th grade, she said, Dana, I think you should join the speech club. And I didn't really want to join the speech club and, giving speeches in public. No, I'm not sure I want to do that. And I said, oh, I can't join the speech club. I don't even know how to write a speech. And then she said, now that was the excuse. I don't know how to write a speech. Then she says, well, you don't always have to write a speech in speech club. You could take a speech that someone else has written, like a famous speech, and you could deliver that. And I said, I can't do that. I don't know how to choose a speech. Again, that was an excuse. I don't know how to choose a speech. Now, fortunately for me, her next words were, oh, you don't have to worry about that. I've already chosen one for you.
Bueno, fíjense, dice, por ejemplo, cuando estaba yo en el 10º grado, una de mis maestras me sugirió, Diana, tú deberías de estar en un club de oratoria. Dice, y hay clubes de oratoria, y dice, yo la verdad no estaba interesado, no quería, y entonces le dije, no, yo no creo que sea una buena idea para mí, porque yo no sé cómo escribir discursos, yo no sé qué iría a decir. Dice, bueno, no te preocupes, nosotros podrías tú entonces, en lugar de que tengas que escribir un discurso, tomas algún discurso que sea famoso y nada más lo dices, y así ya eso lo resuelve. Dice, no, él también puso otra excusa porque no quería. Y al final la maestra le dijo, bueno, pues no te preocupes porque nosotros ya te preparamos algo para que tú lo hables en público. How she discovered that ability on you when you were so
Well,
young?
she had given a class assignment for us to write an essay,
Mhm.
and we had to stand in front of the class and read our essay. Well, I didn't want to read. I wasn't a very good Braille reader,
Mhm.
so I memorized my essay and recited it instead of reading it.
Oh. Le pregunto, ¿cómo fue que su maestra pudo descubrir ese talento que Tena tenía para hablar en público a tan temprana edad? Dice, bueno, porque un día nos dio una tarea, una tarea para hacer y era precisamente escribir un ensayo. Dice, yo escribí el mío, pero en lugar de leerlo, porque no era yo muy bueno para leer con el sistema Braille, lo que hice fue memorizarlo y entonces a la hora que lo presenté era memorizado y no leído. Y seguramente ahí se quedó impresionada. Everybody clapped to you, I suppose.
So what she did was she took my excuses away from me. Every time I made an excuse, she took it away. And so I ended up joining the speech club and went into state competition.
Dice, así es que todas las excusas que yo le daba para no participar en esta actividad, ella las removió. Y entonces finalmente me inscribí a un club de oratoria y bueno, pues de ahí ya saben, ha resultado ser un excelente orador.
So if there's something that you really want to do, you'll get rid of those excuses. Either you won't make the excuse, first of all, because you see a way of getting around it, or you'll find a way to make it happen. So, for example, Lilia Galindo, she can find, well, maybe my neighbor will take care of my cats, and I'll find someone who could substitute. Maybe Mr. Gutton will substitute for my radio show while I'm gone. If you really want it to go, you make a way to make it happen.
That's true, that's true. Bueno, pues él dice que así es como la maestra hizo que él desarrollara este hábito de hablar en público. Y dice, y siempre si tienes interés en algo, va a haber maneras que puedas encontrar para resolverlo. Dice, por ejemplo, en el caso de que te invitamos a la Ciudad de México y no quisiste ir, podrías haber buscado a alguien que te buscara los gatos y pedirle incluso a Michael Dutton que te reemplazara aquí en el programa mientras no estabas, si realmente quisieras irle. In your case, for the speaker, do you think that you were afraid of doing it initially? That you were.
It was very strange. I'm not sure why I reacted the way I did because I was active in church in those days, and I always gave speeches in church, but I never gave speeches. Well, that's not true. I also, in junior high school, I was the graduation speaker, but something about speech club, just said, I don't think I want to do speech club.
You didn't want to be in group. Le preguntaba si eso de usarse a hacer oratoria era un problema, de que estaba temeroso de hacerlo. Dice, pues no lo sé, pero en realidad cuando yo estaba joven siempre fui muy activo en la iglesia y ahí decía mis discursos, y también dice cuando hice la graduación de Junior High School, yo fui el responsable de hacer el discurso sin ningún problema. Well, do you know, I don't know what was the reason, but you didn't want it. Really.
Well, I did the right thing. But even after I became an adult, I still, after I went to college, I didn't do a whole lot of speaking. What got me involved in speaking was that a friend asked me to speak at his wedding. And I said, I can do that. I speak at churches a lot. So, of course, I can speak at a wedding. And a few days before the wedding, he said, what are you going to talk about at my wedding? And I said, I'm going to talk about I'm going to give an inspirational speech about the importance of communication in holding a marriage together. He said,
Oh,
that sounds like a serious speech. I don't want a serious speech. I want a humorous speech. I had never given a humorous speech before. So that was a challenge. I had already agreed to speak. I had to figure out how to get a humorous speech. And that's actually what made me join Toastmasters.
bueno, fíjense, una vez un amigo le pidió que hablara, que dijera el discurso el día de su boda. Y le dijo, él aceptó la petición y dijo, luego este amigo le preguntó, ¿de qué se va a tratar tu discurso? ¿De qué vas a hablar el día de mi boda? Y dijo, pues voy a hablar acerca de la importancia de la comunicación y para mantener un matrimonio sólido. Y que el amigo le dijo, no, no, yo no quiero ese tipo de rollo en mi matrimonio. So, él tuvo
So
que,
when,
oh,
go ahead. Sorry.
no, él tuvo que ingeniarse para hacer algo diferente. So,
So when you making excuses, if it's something you really want to do, you just figure out a way to get around it. Some of the excuses we make is my English is not good. I don't have the money. I don't have papers. I don't. I don't know how to do that. Well, all of those things can be fixed. Uh, my English is not good. Well, that means I should enroll in a English class. I don't have the money. Well, that means maybe I can find a group of friends who are willing to support me financially. Uh, I, I don't know how to do that. You know what? There's some YouTube videos. Maybe I can look at some YouTube videos and figure out how to do it. Or maybe I can find someone who's already doing it, and they'll teach me how to do it. There are ways to get around it, but you will only find those ways if you really want to do it.
bueno, dice, así es que hay un montón de excusas que se ponen, ¿no? Por ejemplo, mi inglés no es suficientemente bueno, no tengo dinero, no tengo papeles, no sé cómo hacer eso. Y la situación es que si realmente tienes el deseo de hacer algo, lo vas a lograr y vas a encontrar la manera. Por ejemplo, vas a hacer que alguien te financie para tu proyecto y te vas a dedicar, si no hablas bien inglés, vas a ir a tomar clases de inglés hasta que domines eso. Pero cuando hay la voluntad de lograr algo, sí se puede. Yes, you can. ¿Eh?
Sí se puede.
Sí se puede. Thank you, Dana. It was a pleasure to have you.
It's a pleasure.
I say hello to your friend. Thank you.